Why do you always start these incredibly ambitious projects with so much energy, only to completely walk away from them? At the start, the experience is euphoric. This initial rush of motivation makes you feel invincible, convincing you that your willpower is suddenly limitless. Then the momentum vanishes. That loud, vibrant excitement turns into a sudden and total silence, where all meaningful action simply stops. A habitual cycle of abandonment reveals a systemic flaw in your personal operating system that transcends any single failed project. Relying on the high of a new beginning creates a vacuum. When that initial feeling inevitably disappears, you're left with no engine to drive you forward. This transition marks the end of the honeymoon phase. The novelty of the goal dissolves, and the friction of the actual work sets in. Motivation is a neurochemical state, and like any high, it is biologically programmed to decay over time as your brain seeks equilibrium. This decay accelerates the moment the idea of the goal requires the effort of execution, the unglamorous, repetitive tasks that offer no immediate reward. This chart tracks the dopamine crash. After the initial spike, levels drop below the baseline the moment you enter the effort zone. In this sub-baseline trough, your brain views further effort as an energy drain, making quitting feel like a logical survival instinct. Since this chemical drop is a mathematical certainty of human biology, using motivation as your primary fuel source is a guaranteed error in strategy. This biological crash is worsened by behavioral flaws. We often begin by setting perfectionist expectations that ignore the reality of how long things actually take. This chart shows the disconnect. While your expectations follow an ascending path, your day-to-day consistency remains a jagged, flatlining curve. The expanding gap between what you expected and what you are actually doing becomes a breeding ground for failure. Evolution wired your brain to prioritize instant gratification. The slow, delayed rewards of a long-term project clash with this deep-seated need for a quick hit. Modern digital environments exploit this wiring, offering endless distractions that provide the instant rewards your brain craves while you're trying to focus on the grind. This combination of soaring expectations and the constant pull of instant rewards ensures you will abandon the path as soon as the initial rush dies. Each time you quit, you're left with a heavy, silent weight of guilt that makes starting the next project even harder. The intense frustration of feeling completely trapped in an endless repeating cycle of starting over is exhausting and demoralizing. Breaking this cycle requires a paradigm shift. Success is not found by figuring out how to stay motivated. It is found by learning how to function without it. The only mechanism capable of overriding the biological dopamine crash is discipline. Discipline acts as a pre-programmed logic loop. It executes a specific action because it was scheduled, regardless of whether your neurochemistry is currently in a trough. You have to trade the explosive, fleeting intensity of the start for the unglamorous, repetitive consistency of the middle. Consistency, not intensity, is the defining difference between those who finish and those who only start. Subscribe for more insights into decoding your behavior and improving your life.